Hi again. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about a little thing called Spirit Airlines. It's a 2-star rating airline, and I think it could be a little bit better. It's pretty inexpensive. It's like the most inexpensive airline that you can travel on, and they have services like airfare and um, just your typical airline, but it's a lot cheaper than flying United or whatever. Um, so they only operate out of like international airports, and they originally they were called Clipper Trucking Company in 1964, and the airline service started in 1980 in Michigan. Um, and again, it's really surprising that it's only a 2-star airline or whatever. But I think what I can offer right now is a little insight on maybe why it's a 2-star. Um, okay, so I really hate doing this because it's like they were very, very helpful, but I, you know, one of the things that I ran into there was that they really are not very good at helping with disabilities. And when I arrived at the airport, I looked normal. I looked very normal, I guess. And I had my cane out on the table, and I went up to the checkout stand or the ticket line, and they were not open. This was LAX on June 3rd, I believe. And I just stood there until they were open at noon. And the lady came up to me and said, "I need to go back to the line," and somebody guided me up to the ticket counter. And I don't know where the line is. I guess I could have looked behind me, but I wouldn't know where to get in line or whatever. But she was very, very rude, and so I think what they need to do is train their employees to better uh, help their customers whom have disabilities. And another thing that I ran into was that they only offer wheelchair accessibility from gate to gate or through security or whatever. Um, I had to wait on the plane for a very long time to get somebody to help me off the plane. Um, the flight attendants were very helpful. They were really, really nice. They checked up on me all the time. It's just the people, I think they're called porters or something, the people that come to the gate and help whoever it is that needs help from the plane to security or whatever it is that they take you to. Um, so I refused to get in the wheelchair because I can walk. I just needed somebody to guide me to a seat because I was going to have a layover in Las Vegas. And I had, so once I got to Philadelphia, this lady was very rude. She grabbed my hand and dragged me down the terminal. Um, it was very demeaning, and I didn't like that at all. But I think what they could do is train their employees on how to guide people rather than making them get in a wheelchair that they don't need. Um, so here's some pros. They have ultra low fare. They're very green. They're clean, fuel efficient. They have a very large network of airports, and I believe the acronym is ULCC. I forgot what that stands for, but if you want me to find out for you, I can. Just ask me. They have you can carry on one personal item that will fit either on top of like where the where people put their carry-ons and stuff, or you can put it under your seat. They have other services that give you a lot of buyer power. And what I mean by that is that you get the bare fare. My plane ticket was $347, which ended up to be $480 or something like that. But I had to do 2 check-in, 2 check bags, and I believe I can't remember what else. I bought some stuff on the plane. I don't know what it was. And so some cons. The booking and checking is very, very difficult to understand. And their customer service seems to be outsourced. Like when I call them, I'm on the phone for an hour. Like nothing less than an hour. It's very ridiculous. So I'm wasting my minutes on the phone, wasting my time too. And it shouldn't be that hard. So let's see. They're not very reliable. Because when I got to my return flight, it was an hour late. And then my other flight that I had right after that was 2 hours late. And, it's really hard to figure out schedules and stuff because I'm trying to get picked up by a friend and I don't know when we're going to be arriving. We were 2 hours late. They have most of the people are very friendly, but they work so hard for very little pay, and they don't know how to deal with people with disabilities. So they're just trying to do as much as they can. It's very hard for them, I bet. But if you could just offer maybe some training on guiding people, that would probably be very helpful for your customers. But again, the wheelchair accommodation, that's not great for everyone. That's very demeaning. Like when people can walk and they just need somebody to guide them to somewhere else, just allow that. You should have that option on your page instead of wheelchair access. So, again, this was I had a really good experience. This is my very first flight going on Spirit Airlines, and again, it was it was kind of scary, a little scary, because I've never traveled to the airport by myself. I've always had somebody to help me, and so this is another reason why I started this site, is because I saw a lot of people that needed help, but not necessarily wheelchair help. And so this concludes my presentation on Spirit Airlines. I hope it was very helpful. If you have any more questions, let me know. And bye.